Listen, every single one of us have all made gym mistakes when we first started out going to the gym. Some of these mistakes could be minor, some of these mistakes could be major, and some of these mistakes can even be a bit embarrassing. But listen, it's important making these mistakes as it helps us grow, helps us learn, helps us avoid making these mistakes once again. So here are a few gym mistakes that I've made in the past, and these gym mistakes can possibly be even gym mistakes that you guys are still making right now. Alright, so number one is taking too much rest. And yeah, I can't lie, there's many people that are probably guilty of this. If your goal is to build muscle, then you want to avoid taking too much rest. Cool, if you're training for strength, rest as much as you can. But building muscle, you want to avoid taking as much rest as possible. You want to try keep every exercise as intense as possible because you're building muscle, man. I'll be real, I'm gonna keep it a buck now. You only need about a minute to 90 seconds of rest. You honestly don't need any more than that, because if you're building muscle, like I said, you want to try keep your exercises as intense as possible. And like I said, we're all guilty of this, every single one of us, man. We're scrolling on our phones, you know, we're not really paying attention, you know, and our phones distract us sometimes, and sometimes even our friends as well. So like I said, try avoid as much rest as possible and just try get back to your next set as quickly as possible as well. But make sure obviously you're ready to go. All right, number two is not sticking to one workout routine. And I can't lie, I'm very, very guilty of doing this. When you're first starting out at the gym, especially for beginners, it's very, very important to stick to one workout routine. Honestly, it's not good to keep chopping and changing workout routines, because trust me, it will kill your flow and it will kill your consistency. For example, if you're looking to do maybe a full body workout routine, then make sure you stick to a full body workout routine for a few months or so. Listen, like I said, building muscle is a long process. Just because you don't see any results within what, maybe 2 weeks or so, you're just gonna chop and change it. I mean, come on, man, you need to be consistent. You need to, you know, stick to one training routine and make sure you stick to it for at least a few months, because like I said, man, constantly chopping and changing your workout routine is not good. It just kills your flow, it just kills your consistency. So listen, stick to a workout routine. Find a workout routine that you want to do. It could be full body, it could be upper lower, it could be push pull legs, it could be bro split, it could be anything. But find a workout routine, stick to it, and make sure that you're doing this workout routine for at least a few months before you want to chop and change things. Number three, spending too much time in the gym. There's another one I am very, very, very guilty of. I remember when I first started working out in the gym, I was in the gym for literally 2 hours, sometimes even 2 hours, 30 minutes. I mean, honestly, guys, there's really no need to be in the gym that long, man. There really is no need to be in the gym that long. Listen, 45 minutes, 1 hour, maybe even an hour, 30 minutes is good enough. But honestly, 2 hours, there's really, really no need to be in that gym that long. Maybe unless you're doing strength training, then cool. But otherwise, if you're building muscle, you really don't need to be in the gym that long, man. You really don't need to be in the gym. Like I said, you want to try keep your exercises as intense as possible. And to be honest, after a certain period anyway, if you're spending too much time in the gym, you're just not going to have enough energy to be doing your other exercises. So like I said, guys, an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes is more than enough. You really don't need to be in the gym for like 2 going on to 3 hours. Like, honestly, there's no need, man. Number four, not tracking my food. So this is outside of the gym, but listen, it's all linked together. The amount of times I've talked about not tracking my food, and this is not just for me, but this is for you guys as well. If you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to lose weight, make sure you track your food, especially if you're a beginner. Cool, if you're at that advanced to intermediate level, you don't really need to track your food, because you basically know how much nutrients and how much calories is in basically most foods. But if you're a beginner, make sure you track your calories. A lot of the time, we feel like we're eating enough, but in reality, we're basically eating nothing. And a lot of the time, when we're losing weight, we think we're eating hardly anything. But listen, 2-2s now, when you're having different type of meals, it all adds up and it builds up quickly. Before you know it, you're on 1,000 calories and you haven't even basically ended the day yet. So listen, track your calories. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going on a bulk, if you're losing weight, track your calories. Once you get to that intermediate to advanced level, you don't really need to stress as much. But listen, if you're new, track your calories, man. Like, honestly, game changer. Number five, doing cardio before weightlifting. You guys are probably gonna come at me straight away already, But listen, hear me out. It's fine to do cardio before weightlifting as long as it's light cardio. You don't want to be doing no heavy ass cardio before weightlifting, because listen, by the time you get to actually lifting the weights, you're gonna be knackered. You really are, man. You know, there's a lot of guys that they hit the treadmill and they're doing heavy ass sprints. Listen, I like cardio. I enjoy cardio. I know there's a lot of people that don't enjoy it, but listen, if you want to do heavy ass cardio, do it after your weight training, or maybe do it on a day where you just purely do cardio. But don't do no heavy ass cardio before lifting weights, guys. I cannot stress this enough, because honestly, by the time you get to actually lifting the weights, you're gonna be knackered, man. Most of your energy went into that cardio. So listen, if you want to do cardio, like I said, do it either after your weight training or do it on a specific and a separate day. And if you still want to do cardio, make sure you do some light cardio before lifting your weights. Maybe like 5-10 minutes of cardio and you're Gucci. Number 6, not prioritizing rest. Once again, guys, this is another one I am guilty of. Very, very guilty of, man. So rest and recovery is very, very, very important. I remember when I first started going to the gym, I honestly took my rest and recovery not serious. Like, honestly, not really serious at all. I was neglecting my body. I was going gym like six days a week, and I was literally only resting one day. I wasn't sleeping enough. Like, honestly, guys, rest and recovery is literally as important as doing the actual weight training. When you think about it, when you're sleeping, you produce the most testosterone and you grow the most as well when you're sleeping. So listen, guys, don't be in the gym, you know, 6 days a week and only resting one day. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you, but honestly, for most people, 6 days a week is a bit too much. Honestly, listen to your body. If it works for you, go ahead. But I thought it was working for me, wasn't working for me. And then I was wondering why all my lifts were stagnating and I was stuck on the same weight for months. Is because I was not resting enough. Guys, make sure as well you're getting enough sleep, 8 hours of sleep. Trust me, you will thank your body. You really will thank your body. Rest and recovery is extremely important when you're doing any type of training. Number 7, so this is outside the gym as well, but not meal prepping your food. So meal prepping is very, very convenient and very, very important if you live a busy lifestyle. If you live a busy lifestyle, then you want to make sure that you're meal prepping. Spend a day of the week, maybe a Saturday, maybe a Sunday, and spend a few hours in the kitchen preparing meals for the following week. Trust me, if you live a busy lifestyle, if you're working 2 jobs, if you're working a job and studying as well and going to college and stuff, you will really thank me on this step. Meal prep your food. So all you have to do is just warm up your food, take it with you, and you're good to go. And you'll have food that will last you throughout the whole week. Being in the kitchen, it can get boring after a while. Maybe the first few days you're okay with it, but trust me, once you're doing this thing for months and months and months on end, you don't really want to be spending time in the kitchen every single day and every single hour of the day. It can get boring, it can get tiring, and after a while it can just get draining. So trust me on this one, meal prep your food if you live a busy lifestyle. Make sure, man. And last but not least, not doing my compound exercises first. So compound exercise is an exercise where multiple muscle groups are involved. For example, squat, compound exercise, pull-ups, compound exercise, push-ups, compound exercise. And then obviously you got your isolation exercise as well, such as bicep curls, hammer curls, etc, etc. For example, say today was leg day and you had squats in your workout routine. You want to make sure that you do your barbell squats first. Make sure you do it first, because if you leave it until towards the end of your workout routine, you're not going to have the energy to be lifting a heavy ass barbell with plates on it. Trust me on this one. You want to make sure you spend most of your energy into compound exercises, like I said, such as squats, pull-ups, bench press, etc, etc. Always make sure that you do your compound exercises first, and then if you want to add any other isolation exercises, then throw in your isolation exercises after. But make sure you do your compound exercises first. So that was gym mistakes I've made in the past. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and hopefully you guys don't repeat the same gym mistakes that I made as well in the future. Hopefully you can stop repeating these mistakes. But listen, like I said at the start of the video, mistakes are important to make. We all make mistakes, every single one of us. but it's about learning these mistakes, growing from these mistakes, and making sure that you do not repeat the same mistakes again. It's been a while since I made a video like this where I sat down, but if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and you hit that subscribe button, man. Road to 10K. We've got a lot more videos coming up, so if you guys are into fitness content and stuff like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you stay tuned. All my social media platforms are down below in the description. Follow me there for more behind the scenes. But that's about it, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's about Tyrus and I'm signing out. Peace.